One, I got a message, and as always, it's going to be sweet as cherry pie, as Sade said on her debut album, Diamond Life. Or should I say their debut album, Diamond Life. But Sade obviously being the forefront and the soul of the band, right? I've got a message, and this message is for you. Here we go. We've got the Six of Wands. Wands represent action, represent ambition, represent the fire in your stomach that yearns for you to be number one and go forth and get what you deserve. All right? Get on your vehicle, get on your mighty steed and go forth. What's your mighty steed? It's the energy you're feeling right now as I express that you need to take action. And you might think, well, I would love to, but I don't know what action to take. Beautiful. That's why I'm speaking to you right now about this message, because you're going to start thinking now, wait a minute. Maybe that'd be a good stepping stone. Maybe that'd be one step forward upon my mighty steed towards the life of my dreams. Okay? As you can see in the background, it's not the only individual, because you're going to start to develop a following when you start to take action, when you start to establish that little business you wanted to do on the side, that little side hustle, when you start to speak up about yourself, when you start to express yourself, when you start to make a movement and you think nobody supports me. Wait until it works. When you utilize the compounding interest and momentum of your investment of your energy, of your time, perhaps your finances. Hey, when it comes to finances, we always say calculated risk. Hey, I'm not a financial expert, yeah? But that's my message to you, and that's my message as the medium to the all that is in translation to this card to you. You know it makes sense. You know it makes sense. We're going to have another card, and I bet you that the next card speaks directly to the card we've just pulled. Are we going to find it out? There's only one way to find out, all right? There you go. Look at that. There's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, my friend. Don't you worry about that. We've got the 10 of cups, all right? 10, the end of the journey. We go from 1 to 1 again. Why do I say 1 again? Because in numerology, we add the digits up. We've only got 1 to 9 unless it's 11, 22 or 33. They're master numbers. We're not going to talk about that right now, because what we've got is an emotional release, satisfaction, joy, as we see in expression of the individuals before us. Clear skies, arms elevated to the sky. That's anti-gravitational behavior in non-verbal terms, in body language terms. When we defy gravity, it means that we're going against the weight that could be holding us down. That's how joyful, elevated and high we are. When we speak on high frequency and elevation and pedestalization, the most high, whoa, we are literally raising towards the sky. There we go. Take action. Do what you need to do. Utilize the energy you've got, because trust me, it's finite. When our time is over, our time is over. You still do have energy to some degree. And if you're thinking, I'm so drained, I'm so tired, where are you investing that energy? Only you know. But there we go. 10, full, whole, end of the line. What's that tune? At the end of the road. Shall I pull one last card to just punctuate this and give you a little bit of a polish, yeah? Well, I'm going to give you a message, and what I would like you to do is leave an affirmation down in the comment section, and that affirmation is going to be, I will start today. I don't care whether it just means you're going to start thinking today, or you're going to start approaching things in a different manner from today. Down in the comment section, if you plant that seed in your mind, such as I'm planting seeds in your mind right now, trust me, you won't believe what comes to fruition. And here we go. The King of Swords, mighty, regal, bold, the spokesperson, the authority, the voice. Yes, speak it into existence. The king speaks it into existence. The king has authority not only over others but over oneself. And the sword represents the element of air as we communicate over air waves. Okay? Does this make sense to you? Be regal in your actions, go forth, establish what you've always wanted to do. You've got the energy, you've got the vehicle, you've got yourself, and that's all that matters. Because you know independently, as you start moving, as we've already discussed, the crowd will naturally start to admire you and follow you. Hey, It's basic psychology. You might get a little bit of envy in the process, but that's duality. That's the beautiful element and universal law of polarity, okay? They say, if you ain't got haters, you ain't popping. Ain't that the truth? You look at any celebrity, right? They've got more haters, or just as many haters as they've got admirers, okay? You can't do anything without stirring up distasteful emotions in those who wish they were you, and no, they can't be you. Be the king. There is one king, and this king communicates well to others and to themselves, and in doing so becomes the regal authority of their own life and creates everything that they've ever wanted to be. Click like and subscribe. You give to me and you give back to yourself. One love. Goodbye. Peace.